Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. We just launched from really close, right behind me. Myrtle Grove is where we're at. Just creeped away from the launch and we're stopping to try it out. There are fish feeding here. Got John over there. Some of you are probably not familiar with this spot. This is a dead-end canal, and it is a famous winter trout spot. This is technically not winter. This is the day after Thanksgiving, so I'm a little sluggish because I baked a 5-pound chicken yesterday. Took me 2 days to get my oven clean because I don't think it had been cleaned ever. I'm not sure if the previous people that lived where I lived actually cooked anything in it. I think they exploded stuff in it all the time, and maybe they dried the dog because that's about what it smelled like and looked like. But we got the oven clean and we baked the 5-pound chicken, and we had a lot of other food. I say we, but it was just me and the dogs. So now today, with a little bit of sleep, here I am on this iconic trout spot for winter. It's all built up, camps everywhere. There's a few people on the water here and there, but there's a lot of people lined up there at the dead end. So what's iconic about it is in winter when it gets really cold and you have this really high north wind, it'll push all these trout up in here. It's one of these places that gets written about a lot, gets hyped up. People have fond memories of it. And some of it's true, some of it's just hype, but it is a good spot for trout. We are probably going to move on from here after a while. John has been throwing before me and getting hits, but no hookups. As you can see, you saw that right there, whatever that was. There is activity here. We chose this spot over Empire. Empire was our first thought last night when we were talking about this, John Miller and I. And we decided to do this because further south of here, it's a little windier today. This is a chilly day. It was a chilly day yesterday, but today is going to be about 8 degrees warmer than yesterday. You might be wondering what I am throwing. I am throwing a rattling shrimp. It's a 1/4 ounce weedless bait. I'll let it sink and then pick it up and let it drop and pick it up again. A couple hits like that, let it drop, pick it up. There are fish breaking and feeding, but John Miller and myself are both in an agreement that most of this surface disturbances are from gar. A lot of times, if you pay attention, gar, when they breach, when they disturb the surface, initially the ripples will be oval shaped before they're circular shaped. So the break is going to be an oval at its core, right? Plus, earlier I had one break right here, and I could definitely 100% tell you it was a spotted gar.
Small gar.
They are small gar. All right, I like this bait a lot, but I'm not excited for it right now because I think I need to be higher in the column, and I will get back to this bait when I'm in a different location because we are on a slow creep up out of here. We're picking up that creep. It's no longer a creep, it's more of a crawl. It's a step up. Yeah, I think it hasn't been extreme enough yet for bigger trout to be stacked up back here. Probably further along we'll get into them. What I do think is here is, what I know is here is a lot of gar and probably undersized trout, because just the other day things changed, and as John Miller said, they're even more undersized today because the guy had to be 13 inches. And what is the bag is 15 now, right? 13 inches, and we can only take 15 a piece.
See ya.
not sure about where we're at. I think it's Mud Lake. John agrees that maybe it is. We're not in Barataria Bay yet, but we've run past all the camps. And the rain was not supposed to happen, but it is happening here and there. We're gonna fish under the cork now. Little white trout. So we left Mud Lake, if that's in fact what that was, and we were headed to some channels. We're in a deeper channel now, but mainly we stopped here because of what you see, birds diving on shrimp, seagulls. I like white trout, but I am not really keeping that size today. I want speckled trout or a bigger white trout. There we go. Nope. There we go. Speck. Definitely not a keeper. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So we did a few runs after the birds. We're in a deep channel right now. A few runs with absolutely no bites. Possibilities on the screen back here behind me. John said red, and I agree. This is probably a redfish. Hit that tiger bait. So let's see. I don't know. We were in 25 feet of water, but we probably drifted into. There's a dolphin right there. I think we've drifted into shallower water. But he hit me right over the channel. We got 20-pound braid as the main line, and the leader under the cork is 20-pound mono. That dolphin. Attrition here. I'm not horsing this fish. I don't want to break off. Still have my drag set decent, not super loose, not tight. I had it looser and I cranked it down just a little bit, a couple notches on him. I don't know what we got. We've got like a legit bull red. Not even 100% on the red, but probably a red. Don't have head shakes. It's fighting like a red, so I'm pretty sure we have a kosher fish here. I don't know if it's going to end up in the kitchen tonight. It depends on the size, really. Redfish weren't really on the menu. I was hoping, I really wanted to bring home some specks. Day's not over. We got kind of a late start. We left my place at 7, so yeah. But this hoss right here makes this crappy day worth it, let me tell you, because it just, one of these days with not a lot of expectations on it, because of the weather that came in yesterday during Thanksgiving, which was kind of wet, windy. It chilled us out, got us really cold. I'm just gonna have to talk this one out. Tucker them out, really, but who wants me to tucker this out and be silent? Some people say I talk too much, but a fight like this without talking through it is boring. Look, that's a big old hoss there, John. That's too big. This is a Daiwa shock. This is some cheap Daiwa I got from Walmart. Combo. It's a medium. Come on, come over here. We're almost ready, guys. We're just about there. Oh, almost. Let me get them reorientated. There we go. Yeah, that. If I wanted to keep that, that would be a croupion, but I am not keeping this one. We're gonna get a photo and let him go. Photo and go. Yeah, you're right. You know, I've caught a lot of these over the years. I get to the point, I'm at the point where half the time I don't really care about weighing or measuring, because, you know, it's not the biggest I've ever caught. But yeah, you're right. It's always a pleasure, though, to catch these. I'm just going to let him go right here. He's probably about 20 pounds, maybe about 32 inches long. Right off into the dark he slipped. Yeah, you're right. I like that. At least as long as he doesn't float right back up. He was only up here for a minute or two. Man, this was a really crap day. Really rough fishing out there. Not much action, but at least I don't have to walk away questioning why I do these things, why I put myself in such a position of suffering. Yeah, it is much better on days like this to catch than to get skunked, because you walk away just like, why do I do this? Why do I do this? Yeah, you're right, but I get over those days. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you next time.